Sometimes, the most dangerous battlefields are not mountains or cities, but narrow, silent creeks. One such place lies at the border of India and Pakistan, Sir Creek, a 96-kilometer strip of marshy land, often ignored on maps, but loaded with strategic power. Why does this forgotten piece of land matter so much? Why has it remained unresolved for decades? And why are global powers quietly watching it? The answers to these questions may change how we see South Asia. Sir Creek looks quiet, but beneath its calm waters lies a storm that has lasted since partition, a storm of maps, oil, power, and national pride. If one side wins this narrow creek, it could redraw maritime borders, expand sea control, and even tilt the regional balance of power. So the real question is, what makes this muddy creek a geopolitical treasure? And why are two nuclear powers unwilling to compromise over it? If you want to explore the truth behind every headline, subscribe now and join us on this journey before history repeats itself. Welcome to today's documentary. In the next few minutes, we'll dive deep into the history, the strategy, the global perspective, and the possible future of Sir Creek. We'll understand why this small strip of land is far more valuable than it appears, how it impacts India-Pakistan relations, and why its resolution or escalation can affect trade, energy, and regional security. This is not just a border story, it's a story of power. To understand Sir Creek, we must go back to British India. The creek lies in the Rann of Kutch, dividing Sindh in Pakistan and Gujarat in India. In 1914, the British set the eastern bank as the border. After partition in 1947, this colonial line became a national boundary. Pakistan claims the entire creek, while India insists it should run mid-channel. This small dispute of a few kilometers could decide control over thousands of square kilometers of sea territory. After 1947, the Sir Creek area saw several disagreements. The Rann of Kutch skirmish in 1965 showed how fragile this line was. Though larger wars focused on other fronts, Sir Creek remained unsettled. For decades, diplomats have met, maps have been exchanged, and surveys conducted, yet the dispute stands frozen. The world changed around it, but this narrow creek remained trapped in history, waiting for a solution that never came. Sir Creek opens into the Arabian Sea, one of the busiest maritime zones in the world. Control over it can expand a country's exclusive economic zone, giving access to oil, gas, fishery resources, and naval advantage. A few kilometers of water here can mean economic power worth billions. That's why neither India nor Pakistan wants to lose even an inch. The marshy terrain may look weak, but strategically, it's a gold mine. For Pakistan, Sir Creek protects the coastline of Sindh and Karachi, its largest port city. For India, it guards the Gujarat coast and gives access to deeper sea territory. This isn't just about pride, it's about energy security, military control, and national interest. Losing control over Sir Creek could mean losing vital sea access. That's why both sides maintain patrols, surveillance, and intelligence operations in the area. Sir Creek has been a quiet flashpoint in India-Pakistan tensions. It's not just about the boundary, but also security. For Pakistan, this region shields its coastal defenses. For India, it's a sensitive point vulnerable to infiltration. Over the years, several incidents have occurred. Fishermen crossing borders unknowingly, Coast Guard patrols clashing, and diplomatic protests following arrests. Each small event adds fuel to a bigger unresolved fire. The terrain also makes surveillance difficult. Marshes, tides, and shifting channels create confusion over the exact boundary line. In war scenarios, Sir Creek could be used for covert infiltration or blockades. It's also close to key military and naval installations on both sides. This is why both countries see it, not just as a map dispute, but a strategic vulnerability they cannot afford to ignore. Now the world may ask, why should anyone care about Sir Creek? The answer lies in its location. It sits close to vital Arabian Sea shipping lanes. These lanes carry massive amounts of oil and goods to Asia, Africa, and beyond. If a conflict sparks here, it could disrupt global trade and energy flows. A local dispute could have global consequences, affecting oil prices, shipping insurance, and international security. Global powers, like the United States, China, and Gulf states, quietly absorb this region. China's deep investment in Pakistan's Gwadar port makes any instability in the Arabian Sea a serious concern. The US Navy operates in nearby waters. The UN has also monitored discussions on maritime boundaries. Sir Creek may be local on the map, but it's international in impact. Under UN class, the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea, a country can claim resources up to 200 nautical miles from its coast. But the baseline must be clear. Since Sir Creek is disputed, the maritime boundary is also frozen. This means both countries are losing economic opportunities in fishing, oil, and gas. A resolution could unlock resources and reduce tensions. Maritime experts say the Sir Creek dispute is actually legally solvable, but politics, trust issues, and national pride have kept the talks stuck. Technical solutions exist, but political will doesn't. It's not just a legal line, it's a symbol of two nations' frozen relationship. There are three possible futures for Sir Creek. First, the status quo. Both sides keep their claims, tensions remain, and the sea's potential stays untapped. Second, a negotiated settlement, allowing both sides to benefit economically and reduce tensions. And third, conflict escalation, turning Sir Creek into a flashpoint in any future war. In a best-case scenario, Sir Creek could become a model of cooperation, like how some countries have resolved maritime disputes peacefully. But in a worst-case scenario, it could be the spark that ignites a larger conflict between two nuclear-armed neighbors. The choice is not just political, it's about peace or tension in the entire region. Sir Creek may appear small on the map, but its story is anything but small. It's a story of colonial history, resource power, legal complexity, and international interest. It shows how a single borderline can decide the fate of economies, security, and diplomacy. It's a quiet place with a loud message. In a world where every inch of land and water matters, Sir Creek stands as a test. Can India and Pakistan turn disputes into cooperation, or will they let history repeat itself? The world is watching, because peace here means stability far beyond South Asia. If you found this documentary informative, hit the like button, share it with others, and subscribe to stay updated on more hidden geopolitical stories. Your support helps bring these untold narratives to light.